Raiders Nation, buckle up, because today we're diving deep into the one topic that's been driving every silver and black fan absolutely crazy this season, that offensive line. And who better to break it down than the man calling the plays himself, offensive coordinator Chip Kelly, who just dropped some of the most honest, no sugarcoating comments you're gonna hear all year. Let's talk about it. Good evening, Raider Nation. This is your boy bringing you the unfiltered truth from inside the facility in Henderson. The 2025 Las Vegas Raiders are sitting at a crossroads. We all saw the splashy moves in the offseason, big free agent signings, draft capital spent, expectations through the roof at Allegiant Stadium, and yet here we are, week after week, watching the same movie on repeat. A couple explosive plays that get us out of our seats, followed by pressure in the quarterback's face, stalled drives, and that sinking feeling we all know too well. Rinse, wash, repeat. But before everyone hits the panic button and starts burning jerseys in the parking lot, Chip Kelly stepped to the podium and gave us pure, raw honesty about what's really going on up front. And folks, it's a reality check we needed to hear. Here's the money quote that's going to be all over Raider Nation group chats tonight. When asked how the struggling offensive line is affecting play calling, Coach Kelly didn't dodge it, he went straight at it. I never look at it like that. I look at who's available and the best way to put those guys in positions where they can make plays. But asking guys to do something they can't do isn't smart either. Translation: he's not running the same playbook he dreamed up in March. He's scheming week to week, sometimes day to day, based on who's actually healthy enough to block Quinnen Williams or Kenny Clark or whichever All-Pro is living in our backfield this Sunday. And let's be real for a second, this isn't new for the Raiders. Remember 2021 when the O-line was so banged up we were starting fourth-string tackles? Or go way back to the early Oakland days when Howie Long and the boys on defense had to carry the whole team because the line couldn't protect the quarterback. History rhymes. Raider Nation. The difference now is we actually invested real resources, draft picks, cap space, the works, and the results still aren't there yet. Chip went on to praise the effort, though, and this is the part that should give us hope. He said the guys up front are fighting like hell and playing with maximum grit. When you're facing a defensive front that just traded a first and a second for Quinnen Williams. Yeah, you heard that right, and then flipped Micah Parsons for Kenny Clark, two absolute monsters in the middle, you're gonna have bad days. Kelly even gave a shout-out to Osa Odigizua, who he actually coached at UCLA, calling him very, very good. Respect where it's due. Now let's zoom out and look at the numbers because they don't lie. Through Week 11, the Raiders ranked dead last in the NFL in pressure rate allowed. Over 42% of dropbacks the quarterback is under duress. That's not just bad, that's historically bad. For context, the 2003 Raiders that went 4-12 allowed pressure on 38% of snaps, and we thought that was rough. Max Crosby can only bail us out on defense so many times, folks. Eventually, the offense has to hold up its end. But here's where Chip Kelly's genius might actually save this season. He's not stubbornly sticking to some identity that doesn't fit the roster. He's adapting. Remember when he was at Oregon and turned a 165-pound running back into a Heisman winner? Or when he made the Eagles run the fastest offense the league had ever seen? The man knows how to scheme around limitations. He talked about it directly. If the quarterback can't run read option, you don't call read option. If your tackles are getting isolated against elite edge rushers, you chip, you slide protection, you get the ball out in 2.2 seconds, you use screens, you lean on quick game. And that's exactly what we saw flashes of against the Jets last week. Those quick slants to Jacoby Myers, the jet sweeps to get the ball on the perimeter fast, the heavy doses of play action when they overloaded the box. It's not pretty, but it's smart football. Let me throw a little fictional locker room flavor at you, because I've been around this team long enough to know how these conversations go. Picture this. After the game, veteran leader Andre James pulls the young guys together and says, "Look, I've been in trenches that were worse than this. Remember 2014 when we started like 5 different left tackles? We stuck together then and shocked the league late in the year. Same deal now. Block for the guy next to you, give the QB 1 extra second, and let 17, whoever our QB is right now, cook." Even Davante Adams, who's been uncharacteristically quiet this year because, let's be honest, he's been running for his life half the time, was reportedly fired up in the film room this week telling the line, "Just give me a chance, fellas. One clean pocket and I'll make them pay." Now let's talk about the schedule because this is where it gets interesting. The next 3 games? Broncos, Chiefs, Falcons. All teams with strong defensive fronts but also some banged-up secondaries. If Chip Kelly is as good as his reputation, and his paycheck suggests he is, this is where we see the pivot. More three-step drops, more bunch formations, more moving pockets, more designed rollouts. Get the ball out fast and let our playmakers do what they do best. And don't sleep on the return of some bodies. Word out of the facility is Thayer Munford is trending toward playing this Sunday, and when he's been healthy this year, PFF has him graded as a top 15 right tackle. Colton Miller has been battling through that high ankle but looked better in practice this week. Health up front just might be the spark this offense desperately needs. Here's my prediction, and write this down, Raider Nation. The Raiders are about to go on a little run. Not because the offensive line suddenly becomes the 2009 Saints, but because Chip Kelly is one of the sharpest offensive minds in football, and he's finally being forced to earn every penny of that record-breaking coordinator salary. Necessity is the mother of invention, and right now the Raiders have no choice but to get creative. We've seen this story before. The 2016 Raiders started 2-4 with a banged-up O-line and then rattled off 6 straight behind a quarterback playing out of his mind and a coach scheming his tail off. The 2021 team started slow but finished 10-7 and made the playoffs despite starting 4 different centers. Raider Nation thrives on adversity. It's in our DNA from the Oakland Coliseum days to the bright lights of Vegas. So yeah, the offensive line has been a massive disappointment. No one's denying that. Not the coaches, not the players, and definitely not Chip Kelly. But this team still has fight. They still have talent. They still have Max Crosby wrecking games on the other side of the ball. And now they have a coordinator who just publicly admitted the truth and basically said, "Challenge accepted." Raider Nation, this Sunday against Denver, keep an eye on the quick passing game, the play-action nakeds, the creative ways they're going to try to neutralize that Broncos pass rush. It might not be the dominant, mauling offensive line we dreamed of in March, but it just might be enough to spark something special. Just win, baby. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is Chip Kelly the X-factor we've been missing? Can this O-line hold up just enough down the stretch? Smash that like button if you're still riding with the silver and black, subscribe for daily Raiders content straight from Vegas, and turn on notifications because you know we're bringing the heat every single day. Until next time, RN4L. Let's go Raiders!